This is Varnell for fearpaintball.net. We are up at Three Rivers Paintball near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's Fear's home field, and getting ready to do another gun test today. And what do we have here? Is none other than a AGD Tac-One set up with the Special Ops Longbow. And I'm going to hand it off to an hander who's going to talk to you a little bit about it.
Alright, well, if any of you have been following our videos, you know that the AGD Tac-One is a very special gun to me. Much more so now that I have the Longbow set up on it. I'll go ahead and talk to you just a little bit of the pointers here of the Tac-One itself, as well as the Longbow setup. So I'll start with the Tac-One. Of course, we have the base AGD Tac-One. We have the IntelliFrame, the ever classic bike grip, which you can do multiple air setups. You can run air down through here to an ASA. You can do the popular C-shape setup, which is what I have on my EMAG. We have one D10 angel threaded. The feed neck as well is an angel threaded feed neck. And right now, as you can see, I have the adapter for the Longbow magazine. Now, of course, di-ultralight barrel is not going to be the stock barrel you get with. You're going to get a two-piece J&J barrel, which you'll see on my EMAG a little bit later. And we've actually done a test on it in the past, so you guys can check that out. Basically, we're working with the Tac-One's going to come with a X valve, which you can see right there. I know you can't really see the X on it, but that's the X valve with level 10 in it. Level 10 is an anti-chop bolt that pretty much eliminates all chops that the gun will have. Once you get that tuned in, when you first buy it, it's going to take a break-in period of maybe a case of paint. You're also not going to get the, I have an ultralight trigger on-off in it. And what that does, it takes the trigger pull down immensely. So you're not supposed to be able to walk it, but I'll try to show you, like, you know, I only have the 20 rounds here in the magazine, but I'll try to shoot as fast as I can and not burn through too much paint with it, but I'll show you how the ULT works with that. Now the normal on-off, you can get a good rate of fire with it, but it's not going to go, you know, anywhere near the ULT to where you can actually walk the trigger. And this is a pure mechanical gun. There's no electronics in it whatsoever. Okay, now the rail that I have on it, right here, this piece, is not going to be the rail you get with a new Tac-One. The new Tac-One rail is much different. It's much lighter than this one. I had to buy this one separately in order to place the Longbow shroud on it. These are getting really hard to find. I had to pay $45 for this one. I know I called AGD themselves. They sell this rail for around $100. So it's getting very rare to find. Now this piece right here, that's not normally going to come with your Tac-One. What that is a Q loader adapter, where you can put the Q loader, the pod mounting socket right there, and it's going to run up into this. Take that out. It's going to run up into this. The hose would pretty much just come right here and go into there. And that's what I normally run the setup on. These are Varnell's Longbow mags that he's letting me use to show you the Longbow setup. But like the Q loader will actually have a piece like this right here, but it's going to come down to about right there. You'll have a little elbow to put the hose on, and it just goes in like so. And now the Longbow setup, of course, you know, you have the Longbow stock. It's cut down here on the bottom, so you can have, you know, you can have your line of sight right there with your mask on, no problems. It also, as it did earlier, you push these two knobs in, it goes down like that, lets you adjust the velocity without having to take the whole shroud off. And of course, you have the, well, it's giving me problems now, but you have the, there we go. The remote nipple back here, so you're running remote off this, so it makes the gun even lighter. Now, a lot of people say that the Longbow setup on the Tac-One makes the gun heavy. I don't think that's so, neither does Varnell. It's really light. Basically, Spec Ops designed the shroud system. You got the top rail here, the adapter piece, the Longbow mag, and you also have the Q loader adapter that they've designed to go on this, and the stock. So, all that together, you get the Special Ops Tac-One Longbow. It's my dream setup. Love this gun. That and the EMAG, the two guns I currently own. Probably won't buy another gun again. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this to the chrono. I'm going to shoot a little bit, let you guys see what this baby can do. Okay, I've got the Longbow Tac-One here. We're just going to shoot at this target, show you guys a little bit of what it can do I can't rip through paint on it like I normally would, but I'll show you after I get done shooting all these rounds. I'll walk through a little bit for you. It's in our ULT test video, but I'll show you here. But right now I'm going to shoot this target. It's looking at me the wrong way. Good?
Yep.
That's a bullseye. Okay, just like the T9 Longbow, same setup. When you reload, push the button, pull out, magazine comes out. Take another magazine, load it in, release the spring, same target. Okay, that was 20 rounds in probably 1-2 seconds. Not that bad. I haven't oiled the old tack up in a while, haven't needed to, but the higher pressure you put into a mag, the faster it's going to shoot, the more the RT effect's going to take an effect. So you hear that chuffing? It's called a short stroke. A lot of mags do that when it's not oiled enough or there's not enough pressure going into the gun. You'll hear that. It's just a level 10 going up, pushing air in, not letting you. It's not going to chop a ball or anything. It's just saying it needs oil, it needs some love, and that's something I haven't given my mag in a while. So you mag owners out there, oil your mag, they'll love it. But and it all also depends. Also all depends on how much air you have in your tank. You got to remember, if you're a mag owner, that anytime you go below 1,000 psi, your mag's not going to shoot. They're not going to do it. You want to look. I have an 8845 tank here. Let's call it monocast. See what air. I got about 3K air, so if you get an adjustable leg, you'll be able to pump more pressure into the gun, henceforth giving a super fast rate of fire. Like I said, the ULT trigger, you want to zoom in on the trigger here, this makes the trigger pull extremely, extremely light. That's all it is right there. And with the ULT, you can't really sweet spot it. If you had a normal RT on-off inside of this, depending on where you put your finger, it's going to kind of work like a Tippmann RT, where you'll hit a sweet spot and it'll just keep on bouncing back and forth. Now you can't really do it with the ULT because, like I said, it reduces the trigger pull so much that you can't do it. But that's the AGD Tac-One. Retails for about $450. I definitely recommend anyone out there looking to get a new mag, or just even getting into the world of mags, pick up a Tac-One. You will not regret it. This is Untitled from FearPaintball.net signing off. See you on the field.